Hello everyone, I'm Captain Logan, and it's time to announce the podcast discussion series for this season. I'm really stoked to tell you guys about what we're doing this season for all of these superhero and comic book TV shows. A lot of people have been asking me lately, Captain Logan, are you going to be doing shows on Constantine? Are you going to be doing shows on Gotham? And are you going to be doing shows on Flash? And the answer is in the affirmative for all three. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be doing five, count them, five discussion series this season. I've got the lineup for you. I've got the co-host for you. Got it all figured out, and I'm going to let you know about it right now. So, Arrow discussions will be continuing, of course, with me and Eric, and Shield discussions will be continuing with myself and Manos. After that, we are adding shows for all of the brand new comic book and superhero shows starting the season. And at first, I was really not sure if we could find a way to make this happen. It's a lot of television. It's a lot of recording. It's a lot of coordination. But we've got the days figured out. We know when we're all going to be meeting, so we are going to attempt it. We are going to try to get discussions for you all season on all of these shows. Now, before I get into when that's all happening, I want to let you guys know what the format's going to be, or at least a little bit of a change in it. We're going to continue doing all the categories and things, taking notes, making it kind of streamlined and not making it just a straight-up free-for-all. However, I cannot guarantee that we can all watch every episode of everything twice before we discuss it. We started making that a policy last year so that we had a really good sense of every episode before we started talking about it. These are going to now probably be more like immediate guttural reaction videos. They'll still be spoiler. We'll still expect you to have seen them before you listen to them. I mean, you don't have to watch them, but we're going to tell you everything that happens in it. They're also probably going to be a little bit shorter if we can make them shorter, just because we have to do so many of these now. Or we are doing so many of these now of our own accord. No one is forcing us to do these. This is a thing we really want to do. So they're probably going to be closer to half an hour, or at least that's my hope right now. So a little bit more streamlined, a little bit less detailed, probably, with the general overview at the beginning of the shows, but still a thorough discussion of the episode with all of the fun categories at the end. So here's the lineup. First of all, let me mention air days, in case you haven't looked these up for yourselves and you'd like to know when everything is airing so that you can set your DVR or get ready to watch it on Hulu the very next day. Kicking off the season is Gotham, and that begins on September 22nd. That show's going to be happening on Mondays on Fox. And once again, these are not the days that we will be putting our shows out, because of course we need time to watch them and take notes and record. Anyway, but just for your information, Gotham begins on Monday, September 22nd. The very next day, we get Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on Tuesday, September 23rd. So this month, we're only going to have two shows to do discussion videos for you. Then Flash begins Tuesday, October 7th, and Flash and Arrow will be on back-to-back days. So Arrow is going to keep its Wednesday time slot, and that's going to start on October 8th. I'm really glad that they're both beginning the same week. I think that's going to be really good for Flash. I think that's going to help that show immensely, and I'm just excited to get both those shows every week. Hopefully Flash is great, but I'm really stoked about that. And then finally, Constantine begins just before Halloween, a week before Halloween, on Friday, October 24th. It's kind of really helpful for me that so many of these are on different days. So here's what our schedule is going to be like. First of all, on Wednesdays we will be doing Gotham Discussions, and that is going to be headed up by me, Steve, and possibly DanzNewz. He's expressed interest in coming on that show. Schedules might be difficult, but we're going to get him in whenever we can. Really excited about the prospect of DanzNewz being on the channel regularly. He really wanted in on that show, and so hopefully we can make that happen. So Wednesdays, you're going to get Gotham Discussions. Now, all of this is tentative. Some of this could potentially change. At this point, it looks like we're pretty solid and locked in. There might be weeks, as usual, where we have weird scheduling things and episodes get posted late, or we have to double up on something. But this is going to be the normal standard standard schedule, and I'll do my best to let you know when things change. Anyway, so regularly you're going to get Gotham Discussions on Wednesdays. Then Friday, Flash Discussions with me and Torrey. Dan is not right away coming back to S.H.I.E.L.D. Discussions. Flash is all he thinks he's got time for right now, and he's also not caught up on S.H.I.E.L.D., so he could be coming back to S.H.I.E.L.D. later on with me and Manos. I know a lot of folks have asked if we could bring Dan back on that show. We've had a couple episodes with the three of us, and we really enjoyed that dynamic, and I think other folks did too. But for right now, Dan's going to be on Flash, and then Saturdays you will get S.H.I.E.L.D. Discussions, and that will be with myself and Manos. Manos still on S.H.I.E.L.D. Discussions. And then on Mondays, as we've been doing for the last 2 years, Arrow Discussions. I know Arrow airs on Wednesday, and this is the farthest removed discussion series from that day, but it's because of when Eric and I have the time to meet. So that's going to be on Monday, and then on Tuesday you'll get Constantine Discussions, and that will be with also myself and Browncoat Eric. So once again, Wednesday is Gotham, Friday Flash, Saturday Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., Monday Arrow Discussions, and Tuesday Constantine Discussions. That is currently the lineup. Again, if anything changes, I will let folks know. And like I said, I've been getting a lot of questions about this, so I wanted to go ahead and just put up a video and let everybody know what's going on with all of that. I'm really excited for the season of TV, really stoked to bring you guys material on all of this stuff, and as soon as Spawn Year is finished, I will be, well, not as soon as, I'm going to take a little bit of time off, but a little bit after Spawn Year is done, I will be bringing back weekly rewinds, and we'll also have Counting Crypto Freaks back at least by the beginning of next year. We are going to come back with a regular Geekvolution schedule. We're still working out the kinks on that, and I'm not prepared to announce it yet, but we are going to have a regular daily schedule for Geekvolution again starting on January 1st, and I can promise you that Rewind will be back weekly, be it Superhero Rewind or Rewind United, and that we will have Counting Crypto Freaks at least twice a month, if not more than that. Really hoping to make that show weekly as well. With all of these discussion shows, it's hard to know what my time is going to look like and how limited I'm going to be on things, but I just want everybody to know that the channel is not going to be just these discussion shows. We will still have our regular content, our other stuff, GNN will still come up, Recommends will still come up, all of that stuff. We will be starting Who Reviews the Reviewers at the beginning of next year. Tons and tons of stuff going on. In the meantime, I'm still working like mad trying to finish Spawn Year, and we will have new episodes of that show again starting next week, getting really close to the wire on that, and I've got a whole lot of stuff written, I got a whole lot of stuff filmed. I promised that show would at least be finished in the writing department by the middle of September. I don't know exactly when all of the episodes are going to get posted, but I am still on track to finish the writing at least by the middle of this month, and so we're getting things back to normal, and still really stoked to show everybody the finale of Spawn Year, and to get going on these discussion shows. It's an exciting time to be a comic book superhero fan, and hopefully it's about to be a really exciting time to be a Geekvolution subscriber. Thanks for watching. I sure appreciate you guys. I'm Captain Logan, and I'll see you again very soon.